Jon Jones killed it at the UFC media day. The haters are they're dumbfounded because Jon just doubled down on everything. Jon didn't allow you guys to play the offense. He didn't play any defense at all. He went straight right back at you and he said, "Yeah. Yeah, I didn't like the gloves. Change them now." You know what I mean? That's what he's earned. As Jon Jones, that's what he's earned. And I understand a lot of you guys are new fans, and in my heart, like, I don't really have anything against you, but when you guys refuse to do the research, when you refuse to learn the history and the context of the sport, and then you try to change narratives of the context of the sport, where people that were watching it live and people that were going through it, you know, at the time that it happened, they're looking back and they're like, what? That's not how it happened at all. Who are you, someone that came in at 2016, smack, like, Jon is already the GOAT, right? Jon's already done all that stuff at light heavyweight. He's already beaten Lyoto. He's already beaten Rampage. He's already done that stuff, right? He's killing it. Jon is killing it at this point in 2016. And you come in the sport as a newbie and you start watching, how are you going to then change the narrative and try to shape the story? No, bro, that's not true the way you're telling it. All the haters, and I get it. I've criticized Jon Jones a lot. I've criticized him a lot. I've got like 1,000 videos close to. Over the course of that time, I promise you, I've criticized Jon Jones, okay? Now, he don't deserve criticism here. The UFC created an interim title prematurely. Jon Jones, he hurts his shoulder or his pectoral muscle about 2 weeks out of the fight, I think it was. Pretty sure. Maybe 3 weeks. He can't fight Stipe at Madison Square Garden. That was the big one. That was the big fight that I think Donald Trump was at. You know what I mean? Like, Trump is going to be here for your fight, bro. You know what I mean? We need a big fight. This is supposed to be huge. And it pulls out. So the UFC says, damn, let's throw an interim title up. Let's call Tommy Aspinall. Let's call Sergey. Let's get on it. And they did. But they didn't do it because, it was needed. They did it because we got to promote this fight. We got to promote this card. People are coming here. People already spent money. We don't need people reselling their tickets and now there's a bunch of empty tickets. And, you know what I mean? We don't need this to be a flop of an event. This is Madison Square Garden. This is one of our big cornerstone flagship events that we're doing. First of all, every event needs to be good and needs to be big, but this is Madison Square Garden, bro. You know what I mean? It's different. And that was in jeopardy, so they made the interim title. Jon Jones now has to change his entire career choices. He was supposed to fight Stipe. That's the fight that was contractually obligated. The UFC, mind you, knew full well, all right, we're going to give Tom Aspinall this opportunity, because that's what it was at the time, and Tom Aspinall seized that opportunity. Credit to him. Hats off to him. But it was an opportunity that came from the sky. Out of thin air. It was a gift. And he hasn't been very grateful for that gift. He's been very disrespectful to Jon Jones. He's been which I knew wasn't going to go well. I've said that as well. You know what I mean? I knew that wasn't going to go well, and I knew Jon was going to say something like that, because that's how Jon is. And it is what it is, bro. Stipe versus Jon is going to be a great fight. It's going to be a fantastic fight. I think it's a 50-50 fight. It's a fight that Stipe is just as big as Jon Jones, number one. Jon struggles with guys that are his size. When he doesn't have a crazy reach on people, he does struggle. That's a fact. And he struggles with guys with hands, right? Guys that are necessarily the best kickers, not really, because he just takes them down, right? Surreal Gone, for example. Stipe, with his punches, is a dangerous threat. He's got good hands. He was able to trade with Junior Dos Santos. Like, if you don't know, do the research. The disrespect to Stipe is crazy as well. This is what I mean, guys. This is what I mean about new fans. Y'all disrespecting a man because he's old, but he's not even like 58 years old like Mike Tyson is against Jake Paul. At that point, then it's like, okay, I understand where you're coming from. But we're talking about Stipe, who's only, what, 42, 43? Randy Couture, that's another name you guys don't know. Follow, all you new fans, bro, follow for more MMA history and context, bro, because this is where you're going to learn it. You're not going to learn it watching MMA Guru. He's a Johnny Come Lately fan himself, and he got a lot of clones out there. He got a lot of clones. Oh, yes, he does. But Jon Jones and Stipe is not a fight that you should let anybody ruin for you, man. This is legacy, guys. This is the GOAT heavyweight, in my opinion, is Fedor, whatever. But the GOAT UFC heavyweight, right? The most title defenses, which is a great achievement, you know? Stipe gets criticism here too. It's a great achievement. That's what they're calling him. The GOAT heavyweight. Okay, fine. Jon Jones, same thing. He's the GOAT light heavyweight. Coming to clash. This is King Kong versus Godzilla. This is Freddy versus Jason. This is, Jimmy Neutron and Timmy Turner. This is the power clash, bro. This is them. It's happening. Jon Jones, Stipe Miocic. Who's going to fight for that title of legacy? And that's why a lot of fans are interested in seeing this. That's why this fight is happening. That's why the UFC was so adamant in making this fight happening over the Tom Aspinall one. It's just what it is, bro. Is what it is. And I just see a lot of hate for it. And it's sad. And it makes you just think, damn, can't people enjoy anything? Can't people enjoy anything? And then you want to bring up Tom Aspinall. Again, he got a gift. He got a gift of an interim. It was made prematurely. If you go back and you watch when Dominic Cruz had the title and they made an interim for him, it wasn't fucking that week. It wasn't like, all right, we're going to do an event next week where it's an interim. Like, bro, I just got injured, bro. You know what I mean? They didn't do that against George St. Pierre. They didn't do the champion. When an interim title fight is scheduled, historically, to my recollection, it has been champion gets injured, champion is out for a prolonged period of time, interim title fight gets made. You give the champion a grace period. They just got injured, bro. How you going to make an interim champion? The UFC is the reason for this mess. The hatred shouldn't be directed towards Jon Jones, although it's easy too because he's made a lot of mistakes in his life. And you know what? Not for nothing, but we all have. You have, the person commenting, the person watching, the person that's, saying things about Jon, everybody, MMA Guru, bro. I'm going to say it outright, bro. You act like the MMA Guru is a perfect human. Nobody's perfect, bro. I'm not perfect. He's not perfect. Jon Jones not perfect. And then if you want to play that, oh, well, I haven't hit a pregnant woman with my car. I haven't hit a pregnant woman with my car. I don't have a good MMA Guru impression. But I really don't watch his stuff, but I just know of him and I know his explosion. Salute to him as well. He's done a great job. He's doing the damn thing. I just think he's a bit too negative. And I think he fosters a lot of hate. Not to say that he doesn't have legitimate points, but the way he goes about them, again, it works, clearly. Look at his numbers. It's negativity. That's all I got for now. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section below, whether you agree, disagree. It doesn't matter. Join the discussion. Follow for more and leave a like if you enjoyed the time spent. Thank you. You are all appreciated.